What's up, Internet? My name is BlackLightAttack, and today I am playing a game of CTF on Crossfire. Is this Crossfire? I forget the name of it. Double Cross. I'm playing with the Spy-Cicle, which by the time you guys see this, it'll have been last night that it released, but it's pretty awesome so far. So those of you who don't know what it does yet, the Spy-Cicle is basically an anti-pyro weapon that also has a few nice subtle nuances to it as well. I'll just read you the tooltip, or I'll recite it from memory. So what it does is it has silent kills. You'll notice on backstab it turns people into statues, but that's just a visual, or ice sculptures, but that's just a visual effect. It also makes you fireproof for 2 seconds. If you pull it out when you get set on fire, or if you already have it out when you get set on fire, it will automatically extinguish you, make you fireproof for 2 seconds, and then it'll melt, meaning you don't have a knife until it comes back in 15 seconds. And that's the major drawback for it. So what I really like about it is, and the first thing that's not immediately apparent, and what I really like about it is that it's really good as a general all-purpose weapon because it has the silent kills of your eternal reward, but it doesn't disable your disguise kit, which I really like. Now the other upside, and the more immediately apparent one, is that it's really effective against pyros. Well, here's what I figured. Basically, and I've tried it with a couple of different guns so far, but when you're using this weapon, you gotta be able to fall back on your gun really fast. And the first thing that pops into your head when you think that is Enforcer. Obviously, the Ambassador is the better choice if you can get reliable headshots with it, but I always find that it's hard to, like, if I'm being sweated by a pyro, if he's like on my nuts, I find it really hard to get a headshot on him. So I didn't go with the Ambassador. I tried it, wasn't really crazy about it, because when you really need it is usually when a pyro's on you. I'm panicking and I can't really aim. So the second thought was the revolver, because I don't like the slow cloak of the Enforcer. So I went with the revolver. That's pretty good. Stock revolver, invisibility watch, and the Spy-Cicle is a pretty good setup. What I didn't like about that was I could be using the Enforcer. So I went with the Enforcer, I slapped on the Dead Ringer, and this is by far my favorite setup with it so far. This is like a mini lobby. I think there's only like, I think it's like 4-on-4, maybe 6-on-6, but it was super effective Pokemon style. And basically it gives you a double defense against pyros, both your Dead Ringer and your Spy-Cicle. And it gives you some really good hand-to-hand combat since you're using the Dead Ringer Enforcer. And if you're forced to rely on your gun to defend yourself, you can absolutely do that. So one thing, the downside really came to kick me in the ass once when I used it to escape from a pyro. It melted, and I managed to escape the pyro, but I also found myself sitting behind a medic and a heavy who were about to deploy an Uber. I saw the medic's Uber charge finish, and he's like, ready to charge! And then I couldn't do anything because they didn't know I was there. And I couldn't do anything because I was just sitting there behind them with no knife. So what I did was I was like, ah, shit, all right, I'll try to distract them because they were about to go in for our flag. And I started shooting them from behind with my revolver. And rather than blow their Uber early, which I really hope they do, the heavy just turned around and instantly raped me. So that wasn't fun. So the downside is pretty apparent, and if you're not lucky, then you can be stuck in a situation where you could really use your knife, and you end up not being able to. The other downside is that you can't really pull off any sort of trick stabs against pyros. You can't stair stab them, you can't matador stab them, because if they even so much as tickle you with that flamethrower, you lose your knife completely for the next 15 seconds. So I really like it, but it does have its drawbacks. I hope you guys check it out whenever you get the chance. Right now you can only get it out of nice winter crates, but if you're lucky, hopefully you can get it, and you're willing to spend the money, you can get it. Alright, see you guys.